Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to American Defender. So I have a Kel-Tec KSG 410 sitting here. I've never fired it. Okay, this firearm is secondhand, all right, but it doesn't have a whole lot of rounds through it. At least doesn't appear to be. And I want to know if this thing will slam fire. Now I'm not going to, do this in a manner which I want it to slam fire. Let me explain the problem here. This shotgun has a problem. And this is something a lot of people are discovering about the KSG platform, especially in 410. Okay, if you notice here, that's a problem. All right, the hammer and catch and all that, and the trigger is not resetting. All right, in order to get it to do that, you have to really jack that thing hard in order to get it to lock, right? And that's not right. All right, there's a lot of people that think, oh, I just hit it hard. No, if it's a well-built shotgun, if it's a safe shotgun, no, because this right here could lead to a slam fire, because what's going on as I do this is that little hammer right there, if you can see him right up in there. Let's get the light up in there. See him right there? All right, that bar right there, if I bring that forward and back, see how he's missing now? All right, that's your hammer. It's riding the damn bolt back forward. Okay, this is an unmodified, very lightly used KSG that was sold used, and now we know why, because some people are just like, piss on it, I'll just sell it to the next fool. Well, I just happen to be that next fool. Okay, that kind of an attitude gets people hurt. If you have a problem with your gun like this, and you are the original owner, you need to contact the manufacturer and have them fix it, or fix it yourself, okay? Instead of passing the disease off to somebody else. All right, so again, I have where to put it at here. There it is. I have a 410 shell here with some tape on it, and what I want to know is if this is going to slam fire. So you guys know how this works. Firing a pin will come up, it'll smack that piece of tape there, there'll be a tear in the middle of it, it'll be obvious. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this empty shell in here, and we're going to see, hopefully my tape stays on here, and I've not loaded a, there, that loads nice at least. It's a little bit of a bitch to load, but it's not terrible. All right, so let's go ahead. We've got that one open. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it forward, and oh, it locked that time. Look at that. Okay, it actually locked. Okay, but unfortunately, it fired. You guys see that? That shit fired right there. Alright, see the ding in the middle of the primer right there? It fired. I didn't even pull the trigger and it fired. It actually locked too. That's kind of interesting. Alright. That sucker would have fired right there. That's a problem. Alright, that is a huge problem. Let me move this tape around on here a little bit. All right, because it did lock up, but I'm going to move this tape just ever so slightly off to one side, so that puncture mark isn't in the same place. Okay, so now it's off to my right. Okay, you can kind of see that puncture mark. You can kind of see it shining through right there. All right. Let me go ahead and load this again. Let me fire it. Alright, because we want to be in that position there. I mean, I've pretty much already proven that would have at least dinged the primer a little bit and could have potentially fired. But, again, we're looking at this short stroking and everything, because that's in essence what would happen. Alright, so I'm going to bring it back. And I'm going to bring it forward. Alright. And now I'm going to drop it. Now we're going to see if it would have fired. Because remember, that hammer just wrote it. Oh, shit, yes. Yeah, yeah, that would have fired. That abso-frickin-lutely would have fired right there. Piece of shit. All right, that's just all there is to it. Kel-Tec, you need to get this fixed. That would have fired. That absolutely would have fired. This is why it's important. And again, you guys can see here. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Maybe if I give you the colored side. See the light shining through there? Two little pinholes. That would have fired. That shit would have fired. People get hurt with that? No, no. You get around with a soft primer or something. No, that's gonna fire. And you never even touch the trigger. That is the Kel-Tec KSG 410. All right. It's a dangerous gun. It's an absolute dangerous gun. I don't suggest it. If you are going to buy one anyway after watching this, then what I suggest you do is when you go buy one, you inspect it, and in that inspection, you bring it back, you bring it forward, and you hit that trigger. Okay? And as you can see with this one, it doesn't matter if I bring it fully rearward, because I'm obviously bringing it fully rearward here, okay? But if you bring it fully rearward like that and that trigger ain't resetting, that means that hammer's riding that firing pin as it comes back forward, which means it's protruded, which means it's going to hit that primer and you're going to get a kaboom. So if you bring that fully rearward and forward, now don't jack on it hard, you just even a slow, smooth back and then forward. It should reset that every time. As long as this slide goes rearward, fully rearward, and then fully forward, that trigger needs to reset. If it doesn't do that, don't buy it. It's dangerous, okay? I wouldn't buy one anyway after knowing this, but this is going back to the gun shop today. Okay? They're replacing it. I don't want anything to do with it. And this is the last Kel-Tec I'm ever going to own, period. Because that's bullshit, if you ask me. And when I called Kel-Tec about this, they said, "Oh, just rack it harder." And you saw what happened on that shell. I'm not just going to rack it harder. Even if I rack it harder and it engages, you saw there was still a potential there for a slam fire. Okay? Or an out of battery firing, some kind of potential for some kind of problem. No, you need to build a better product is what you need to do. You need to recall every damn last one of these 410 KSGs and any of the 12 gauge KSGs that have exhibited this problem. You know, you and I as a consumer, we don't know how many reports Kel-Tec gets of this being a problem. We really don't know. So if I'm having this problem, how many other people are having this problem? All right, how many other people are having their gun just randomly go off? Again, like I said, it just happened in front of you. Luckily, this wasn't a live round. That's why I did it with a dead round. Yeah, KSG. Kel-Tec's shitty gun. I'll see y'all on flip. Bye.